A blacksmith once handed his young apprentice 2 pieces of iron. Both looked exactly the same, both weighed the same, both came from the same mountain. He placed the first piece of iron into the fire for only a few moments, then pulled it out. Next, he placed the second piece into the hottest part of the furnace. Again, and again, and again. Each time the metal glowed red. Each time it was struck by a heavy hammer. The apprentice couldn't understand. Finally, he asked, "Master, why are you hurting one piece of iron so much more than the other?" The blacksmith smiled. "Because the first piece will become an ordinary nail, but the second will become a sword that can survive any battle." Think about that for a moment. Maybe the reason life has been testing you isn't because you're unlucky. Maybe it's because you're becoming someone stronger than you ever imagined. And today, you're about to discover how the strongest people in the world build a mind that nothing and no one can shake. Life has a strange way of revealing who we really are, not when everything is easy, not when people applaud us, not when every plan goes exactly as expected. Our true character is revealed in silence, in disappointment, in rejection, in those lonely nights when it feels like the entire world has moved forward while you're standing still. Most people believe strength is something you're born with, but Stoicism teaches something completely different. Strength is built, not in comfort, but in struggle. Every difficult season carries an invisible gift. The problem is, most people are so focused on escaping the pain, they never discover the person the pain was trying to create. Imagine 2 people walking through the exact same storm. One spends the entire journey complaining about the rain. The other quietly learns how to walk through it. Years later, one still fears every cloud. The other no longer fears storms at all. The difference wasn't the storm. The difference was the mindset. That mindset is what we're building today, not a mind that never feels fear, but a mind that refuses to be controlled by it. Because life will always give you reasons to quit. The question is, will you give life that satisfaction? Or will you become the kind of person that keeps moving forward, even when no one is watching? Many people live as if their emotional state belongs to everyone else. One compliment, they're happy. One criticism, their confidence disappears. One rejection, they begin questioning their worth without realizing it. They've handed strangers the keys to their peace. Imagine living like that for 20 years, always waiting for someone else's approval before believing in yourself. That isn't freedom, that's emotional dependence. The Stoics believed something powerful. No person can truly disturb your inner peace unless you quietly give them permission. Think about how much energy you've spent worrying about opinions that people probably forgot the next day. Yet those opinions stayed in your mind for weeks, maybe even years. Now imagine what your life would look like if your confidence came from your character instead of other people's reactions. That's real strength. Because once your peace comes from within, no criticism can steal it, no praise can inflate it, and no rejection can destroy it. Every person wants confidence. Very few are willing to earn it. Confidence isn't created by repeating positive words in front of a mirror. It's created by keeping promises to yourself. Every difficult conversation you avoid steals confidence. Every challenge you face builds confidence. Think about athletes. They don't become stronger by watching motivational videos. They become stronger because they show up again and again, even when they don't feel like it. Your mind works exactly the same way. Each time you choose discipline over comfort, you're quietly becoming someone future problems won't recognize. The hardest days often become the most valuable chapters of your life, not because they're enjoyable, but because they force you to discover strength you never knew existed. One day, you'll look back and realize the moments you wanted to escape were actually the moments that transformed you. Imagine driving a powerful sports car down a mountain road. The engine is incredible, The speed is thrilling, but the brakes don't work. Would you still feel powerful? Of course not. Without control, power becomes dangerous. Your emotions are exactly the same. Anger isn't evil. Fear isn't weakness. Sadness isn't failure. They're all part of being human. The danger begins when they start making your decisions for you. Someone insults you. Your first reaction is to respond immediately. Someone doubts you. You want to prove them wrong. Someone hurts you. You want revenge. But the strongest people rarely react in the heat of the moment. They pause, they breathe, they think. Because they understand something most people never learn. A single emotional decision can create years of regret, while one calm decision can change the direction of your entire life. Real strength isn't controlling other people. It's controlling yourself, and that's far more difficult. But here's where almost everyone gets it wrong. They believe strength means becoming cold, emotionless, untouchable. That couldn't be further from the truth. The strongest people don't stop feeling. They simply stop allowing feelings to become their master. And the next lesson might completely change the way you see pain forever. The truth is, if life never challenged you, you would never discover who you really are. Think about the strongest person you've ever met. Maybe it was a parent, a teacher, a friend, or perhaps someone you've never met, but whose story inspired millions. Now ask yourself one question. Did they become strong because life was easy, or because life demanded more from them than most people could imagine? The answer is almost always the same. Strength is born in adversity, not in comfort. A farmer planted 2 bamboo seeds on the same day. Every morning he watered both. Weeks passed, then months. One seed pushed through the soil and began to grow. The other, nothing. People laughed at him. "You've wasted your time." But the farmer smiled and continued watering the ground every single day. Then one morning, years later, the second seed finally broke through the surface. And once it started growing, it grew faster than anyone thought possible. Why? Because while everyone believed nothing was happening, the bamboo had been growing an enormous root system underground. Your life often works the same way. Sometimes it feels like everyone else is moving ahead while you're standing still. Someone else gets promoted. Someone else finds success. Someone else seems happier. Meanwhile, you're wondering if your effort even matters. But what if your roots are growing? What if this season isn't delaying your future? It's preparing you for it. Never judge your life by someone else's timeline. Some people bloom early. Others become unshakable because they learned patience. And patience is one of the greatest forms of strength. Every single day, 2 voices speak inside you. One whispers, "You're tired. You've already failed before." What if people laugh? What if you're not good enough? The other voice quietly says, "Take one more step. Keep going. You've survived difficult days before. You can survive this one too." Here's what most people don't realize. Those voices never disappear. The only thing that changes is which one you feed. Every thought is like planting a seed. Negative thoughts grow fear. Purposeful thoughts grow courage. This doesn't mean pretending life is perfect. It means refusing to let temporary emotions become permanent beliefs. The Stoics understood something timeless. You cannot always choose your circumstances, but you can always choose your response, and your response becomes your future. But wait, what if I told you? The people who seem impossible to break all share one habit that almost nobody notices. It's quiet, it's simple, and it changes everything. Look around. Many people announce every goal before they've taken the first step. They seek applause before they've earned results. But real strength doesn't need attention. A mountain doesn't tell the world how tall it is. It simply stands there, unmoved by the wind. Imagine waking up tomorrow without feeling the need to prove yourself to anyone. No unnecessary arguments, no chasing validation, no comparing your life with strangers. Just quiet, consistent progress. That's where confidence is born. Not from being louder than everyone else, but from becoming better than the person you were yesterday. Some of the most powerful victories in life happen where nobody is watching. The early mornings, the difficult choices, the moments when giving up would be easy, but you keep going anyway. Those moments don't usually receive applause, but they build a person who no storm can shake. Because when your habits become stronger than your excuses, your future begins to change. And here's something most people realize far too late. The strongest people aren't those who never fall. They're the ones who stand up, again, again, and again. Every setback teaches them. Every mistake humbles them. Every challenge sharpens them, little by little. Without anyone noticing, they become the kind of person they once admired. And that's when life starts responding differently. Not because life became easier, but because they became stronger. Before we finish, I want you to imagine something. Picture yourself 20 years from now. Your hair has turned grey. Your face carries the marks of every challenge you've lived through. You sit quietly on a bench as the sun begins to set. You close your eyes and replay your life. The victories, the failures, the risks you took, the opportunities you let pass. Now ask yourself one question. Did I become stronger, or did I spend my life running from every challenge? The answer to that question is being written today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. One of the greatest reasons people suffer isn't because life is difficult. It's because they fight battles they were never meant to win. They try to control other people's opinions. They try to change the past. They worry about tomorrow before tomorrow even arrives. Imagine standing on the beach trying to stop the waves with your hands. No matter how hard you try, the ocean keeps moving. Life works the same way. Some things will always be beyond your control. People will misunderstand you. Some plans won't work. Unexpected problems will appear. But here's the beautiful truth. You don't need to control everything to live a powerful life. You only need to control yourself, your attitude, your discipline, your honesty, your patience, your courage. That is where real freedom begins. The moment you stop fighting what you cannot change, you finally have the energy to improve what you can. And that's when your life starts moving forward. Most people pray for an easier life, but imagine asking for something different. Imagine asking to become wiser, calmer, stronger, more disciplined. Because when you become stronger, the same problems that once terrified you begin to look smaller. Think back to the person you were 5 years ago. The challenges that once felt impossible, many of them don't even scare you anymore. Not because life changed, because you changed. And that's exactly how growth works. Every difficult season leaves behind a gift, not money, not fame, not comfort, character. And character is something no one can take away from you. There will always be people who doubt you. There will always be unexpected setbacks. There will always be moments when quitting feels easier than continuing. In those moments, remember the blacksmith from the beginning of this story. The sword wasn't created by avoiding the fire. It became strong because it survived it. Maybe the pressure you're feeling today isn't here to destroy you. Maybe it's here to reveal the strength that's been inside you all along. So the next time life tests your patience, choose wisdom. The next time fear whispers that you should give up, take one more step. The next time someone underestimates you, smile and keep building, quietly, consistently, without needing anyone's permission. Because one day, people will look at you and wonder, how did they stay so calm through everything? They won't see the mornings you wanted to quit. They won't see the tears you refused to let define you. They won't see the lonely moments when no one believed in you. But you will, and you'll know. Every challenge had a purpose. Every setback carried a lesson. Every difficult day was shaping someone who could never be shaken again. So before you leave, I want to leave you with one final thought. Life will never promise you comfort. It will never promise certainty. It will never promise that every dream will happen exactly as you planned. But it does give you one incredible choice every single day. You can let hardship make you bitter, or you can let it make you better. Choose to become the person who remains calm when others panic, who stays kind when others become cruel, who keeps moving when others give up. Because true strength isn't measured by how much weight you can carry, it's measured by how much peace you can protect when life becomes heavy. And one day, when another storm arrives, you won't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" You'll stand tall, take a deep breath, and quietly say, "I've been here before. I know who I am. Nothing can shake me now." If this message spoke to you, write "unshakable" in the comments, not for me, but as a promise to yourself. And if you're ready to build a stronger mind, remember, this is only the beginning. I'll see you in the next journey.